Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Woohoo!
Special Uchoose edition of the podcast. I don't know if you can hear that, Eddie.
I can hear that. It's a beautiful tinkly sounds of Christmas bells.
Yes.
I will say, what we do need is some Macho Man in here to bring in the Yuletide season right now. I'm hoping he's feeling pretty good. There he is.
Macho Man Christmas.
Everybody who's been with us this year, first of all, thank you. Hello, Scott Miller. Thank you for joining us tonight. It's going to be a good Mr. BRS. I'm so glad that Mr. BRS is with us on our Christmas episode.
Yes.
We don't get more Christmassy than this. This is December 23rd. If you want something more Christmassy, you just quit listening right now. You get off this show. You get out. You get out, I say. It's the best Christmas. We are reading the one and only Christmas-themed Choose Your Own Adventure book. None of these knockoff, GoBots.
GoBots.
The GoBots version of Choose Your Own Adventure, not in this house. No way. We're bringing to you prime grade Choose Your Own Adventure Yuletide theme. Happy holidays back at you, Scott Miller. Mr. BRS, just for my own gratification, did you get the stickers okay? Did you get them okay? I hope so. I hope they tickled you pink. I hope so. I sent a few extras in there too. I'm like, here's some other podcasts you might not listen to. There you go.
Eddie was he was the Santa Claus of stickers. He was just
listen. I was like Santa workshop. I'm checking the list. I'm like, Mr. BRS, nice, triple nice. Here's some Paranormal Dad stickers for you.
Exactly.
So, as Lee has pointed out, there you go, Mr. BRS. That makes me so happy. I'm so glad. Good. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. What a good time to join us.
Yes.
We are the Uchoose podcast. I won't say the only, but probably the best Choose Your Own Adventure themed podcast.
Yeah.
On the internet, to be honest.
Just being a little biased.
I mean, if you're going to narrow it down, you have your podcasts. Yeah, there's a lot out there, by the way. So thank you for listening to us. You have podcasts that are kind of nerdy, they just kind of cover a lot of nerd everything. And then you get more like filtered, like this is our specific thing. We'll only talk about this. You and I were like, we're going to get so down to we're going to talk about Choose Your Own Adventure books.
Yes.
I mean, you'd think we would have been out of episodes right now. What number are we on?
No. This will be number 90.
90 episodes.
Yeah.
God.
Can you believe it?
That's crazy. Yeah. Well,
I said, we're one of there is one that I know of that does go through the books. They kind of summarize the stories. They don't read verbatim what's in the book. Nothing against them. They're good podcasts, but we just do it this way.
Listen, we thought to ourselves, this is over the pandemic. We thought to ourselves, how fun would it be if we actually read these stories with our friends, our internet friends joining us today. And it's been a thing. It's been a thing now for almost 5 years now, Lee.
Yeah. 5 years this
spring.
We're
almost 5 years old. That's crazy.
Yes. To even think. In March of 2025.
Insane. Yes. Well, anyway, thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Christmas episode. Now, this will be our third time.
Third time through, I believe. Yes, through this one. So this is a little different. This one's by R.A. Montgomery. So not the original author, but R.A. did a lot of the early books with Edward Packard. So he is definitely a contemporary. And so this one was written in 1987.
I was 10.
So it's 10 years old. 10-year-old.
I was
Eddie.
10. Lee was like 35.
13. Yeah, I was like, I was 13 on my third job, about to retire.
Yeah, your second divorce at 13.
Yeah, second divorce.
Yeah. Again, hey, one thing also, share us with your friends. We had a little bit of family. Just life is life. Things happen. This is a free show. What do you want? What do you want from us? It's free. It's
Come on.
free. But the goal is every other week. We probably the past couple months have been about once a month. But getting back to it, hopefully we'll be. No, it's not as dark as the early books. There is one.
I don't know.
There's one dark ending. There's a dark
Hang on for the ride, Scott.
I know. Existential dread is not safe on Christmas, and you choose your own adventure land. But every other week we shoot for. Sometimes things pop up, and that's what life is. But otherwise, share us with your friends. We think we're a pretty fun time. Hopefully you do too. That being said, do you want to start this one, Lee, or should I?
I'll start. Yeah, let's get started here. So here we are. It's Christmas Eve. You and your sister, Allison, have been hanging ornaments on the tree all afternoon. The only decoration left
is the tree. All afternoon. We know how kids
all
work.
All afternoon. This is serious. All right. This is the Clark W. Griswold. This is the Clark W. Griswold tree.
Exactly.
So, the only decoration left is the beautiful silver angel that goes on top. This year is the first time you get to put the angel on the tree. You're going to hurt yourself, Allison announces, watching you climb the steep wooden ladder. You're just jealous. You tell your sister, it's easy. You lean across the branches and tie the angel in place. Snap. Suddenly, the step under you gives way. You fall to the floor and hit your head with a loud thunk. I remember this, Eddie. Page 1, concussion.
Concussed. We are concussed in the first page. This book holds the record for fastest your own adventure concussion.
Yes, mark it. Page 1, concussed.
Yeah. Well, we'll get the concussion meter started here.
Oh yeah, we probably
we're up to
should. One concussion. All right, page 2. Whoops. Yeah, turn to page 2. Okay.
Scott's like, not dead though. Not dead. We don't know that for sure.
No. It worked. Someone cries. You blink your eyes and look around. 2 boys are peering at you. You're strapped into some kind of chair in a strange old-fashioned laboratory. Where am I? Nothing at all. Where am I?
Christmas.
Who are you?
Normal Christmas in our house.
Yeah, we get strapped into a chair.
Strap him in the Christmas chair.
Yes. You're in London. I'm Daniel, and this is my friend Aubrey, the taller boy says. London, you cry? London, England? Yes, Daniel says with great satisfaction. London, England, December 24th, 1842. We brought you back in time. Page 7. All right. Back in time, you cry. Where are you from? Aubrey asks innocently. What difference does it make? It's Christmas Eve, you cry. If I don't get home soon, I'll miss it. Miss Christmas, Daniel chimes. Don't worry, my friend. You can have a Christmas here with us. Yes,
you don't
Aubrey
understand, Aubrey. I don't want a Victorian Christmas where you guys get black licorice and nuts for a gift.
Yes. And
I don't
coal.
Want cholera. I got a Nintendo Game Boy waiting for me under the tree. I don't want your
come on.
I don't want your shortened lifespan Christmas. Oh look, a goose. Get out of here. You can't do this.
A goose. Yeah, exactly.
I'm from the 80s, bro.
Come on. Yes, Aubrey adds cheerfully. We'll teach you about the past and you can tell us about the future. But Christmas isn't the same without your family, you say, getting a lump in your throat. Well, stay a few hours then, Daniel says. At least let the time machine cool down. All right, already got some choices here. If you insist on returning to your own time immediately, turn to page 12. If you decide it's okay to stay in the past for just a few hours, turn to page 15. So do you want to return to your time immediately, or do we hang out for a few hours? Let us know in the chat. Here we go.
I like Mr. BRS pointing out this is becoming a tradition now. 3rd year in a row concussion. Like, yeah, it's true.
Our annual concussion.
Time to get concussed. And then Scott points out, hit your head in time travel. That's how I time travel.
Well, yeah, it's the only way to go.
I crawl in bed at night. I just take a rubber mallet and just boom. I'm
hit
the next
myself.
day. What's going on?
I don't need no flux capacitor.
This is my flux capacitor right here. Hold on.
Yes. Okay, so Scott says return immediately. So we got one vote for immediately. So we'll give it. Mr. BRS says stay.
Already a split decision. We got 4 viewers. We'll see if we can get another comment or 2 here.
Yeah, let's see if we can get one more maybe.
Split that.
Otherwise,
split that tie.
Otherwise, I got the Uchoose coin here.
I don't know if we've ever done a Christmas episode this close to Christmas before, Lee.
I don't think so. Usually we do it, a week or 2 ahead of time. So
yeah,
this
it feels nice. Extra Christmassy. All right, let's just flip that coin.
So okay, so we'll do heads immediately, tails stay.
There we go.
Heads immediately. So that's you, Ed, page 12.
Page 12. Get out of there. By the way, page 10 is a great illustration of us strapped in a time machine, a Victorian age time machine with these 2 boys.
Oh, yes.
We're like, it worked. It worked. Our steam-powered time machine.
Aubrey, what did you do?
I think I killed him. It's nice of you to invite me to stay, you say, but I have to get home right away. Otherwise, my mom will call the police. That's not how time travel works, bro. Your mom doesn't exist yet.
Yeah,
buddy.
Come on.
Go. Have you seen Back
to
the Future? What kind of 80s kid are you? Oh, dear, replies Aubrey. You're right, Daniel adds. We hadn't thought of that when we kidnapped you. On Christmas! He helps you strap back in. The time machine begins to click and whir because it's powered by steam and coal. Begin countdown, Aubrey, Daniel orders. 10, 9, Aubrey begins. Wait, tell us one thing about the future, he pleads. Space invaders, you shout, just as a brilliant white light flashes, followed by a loud kaboom. Space invaders?
Yeah.
That's the best we came up with?
It's 1987. Space Invaders was 1979, I think.
Space Invaders? You couldn't have said MTV?
I bet you this is R.A. Montgomery remembering. Yeah, there was like this video game 5-6 years ago called Space Invaders.
Such a boomer move. Could have yelled out slap bracelets. Could have yelled out Capri Sun.
Yeah, Mario or
juice in a pouch.
Juice in a pouch.
Gummy bears. Candy made from horse bones. Okay. Followed by turn to page 9. Here we go.
Okay.
You shut your eyes tight for your trip through time. You're wondering when to open them when someone says, it didn't work. You jerk your head up. Daniel, Aubrey, I'm still here. The time machine blew up. Daniel replies, coughing. His face is black from smoke. It took us 3 years to build, cries Aubrey. 3 years, you ask in disbelief. How will I ever get home now? Turn to page 41. They hit him on the head again. What?
Keep hitting him.
Keep hitting him until he goes. Going to page 41. I haven't any idea, Daniel says, coughing. It looks like you're stuck. Wait, Aubrey says. Well, how do you feel about lupus or a cholera? I don't want cholera.
Smallpox? You want smallpox?
Exactly. Wait, Aubrey says. What about Wozniak, the 8th wonder of the world? Who, you ask? Wozniak, the 8th wonder, replies Daniel. Excuse me. Is one of the best magicians alive. It's a stroke of genius on Aubrey's part. Come on. We're going to see a magician, y'all.
Oh, boy.
Turn to page 8. Nothing could go wrong here. A half hour later, the 3 of you are seated in Wozniak's study. Wozniak has rosy cheeks, a round belly, and a bushy white beard. Huh. Sounds familiar. In fact, if it weren't for his green robe covered with stars, he would look just like Santa Claus. Because Santa doesn't change his clothes.
No.
Daniel explains your problem to the magician, who listens carefully, stroking his beard. Finally, Wozniak turns to you. You have two choices, my friend. Both are dangerous.
Ooh.
I have to punch you again.
Yes.
I can cast a sleeping spell. He says sleeping spell as he points to a hammer.
Yeah.
I can cast a sleeping spell. It will put you to sleep from now until you catch up with your own time, which makes no sense. The risk is that you may wake up a few years early or a few years late. I can also feed you a mix of several magic powders.
Yes.
This will transport you immediately to the future, but there's a chance that you will rematerialize in a different form. Do we have a bum in there? We do on this time.
I think we do. Or we do.
This will transport you immediately to the future, but there's a chance you will rematerialize in a different form. There you go.
Scratch.
If you decide on the sleeping spell, turn to page 22. If you decide to take Wozniak's magic powders, wink, wink,
gosh,
turn to page 25. This flies in the face of everything we were told as 80s children. Not only are we talking to strangers, we're taking magical powders from strangers.
Powder. Yeah, I know. What happened to the Just Say No campaign?
You know, there's so much that we accept at face value here in Uchoose land that I figured, like, if our children came home and said, Dad, don't worry, I've got our problems figured out. I'm taking magical powder.
This old man gave me some powder at his house. We're going to be fine. What could be wrong with that?
All our problems are solved, Dad. Solved. And under our logic, we're going to go, cool.
Yeah. Hey, Dad, some old man took me to his house, gave me some white powder. We're going to be okay. Everything's fine. What's wrong with that?
So
and Dad probably,
what's that?
And he probably just looks from behind the newspaper. Okay, son. And then
sounds good, son. Good. Way to take initiative. We have a unanimous decision. Both of everybody wants to go take that powder.
So we're going to take the powder.
Page 25. As if foretold in the stars on Wozniak's robe, or Wozniak's robe.
Wozniak's robes. Oh, my. Everybody. All right. I'll take the magic powders, you announce. Wozniak opens a door hidden in the bookcase behind him. It's his laboratory. The walls are covered with jars of strange liquids and powders. He whips up a bright green mixture and hands it to you in a tiny glass cup. Swallow it in one gulp, he orders. Here goes, you say, trying. Yeah, not two. One. Got to do it in one. Here goes, you say, trying to sound brave. The powders taste horrible. You cough, sputter, and disappear. Turn to page 29. When you open your eyes, you're lying on the living room floor. Above you is the Christmas tree, which seems enormous. Hooray, you yell, but no sound comes out. You try to move, and you can't. A huge hand suddenly reaches down to pick you up. Where do we get this red star, Mom? You hear your sister ask. I don't know, sweetheart, your mother yells from the kitchen. Allison, Mom, you cry, it's me. But they don't seem to notice or hear you. Wozniak's powders didn't work. You've rematerialized as a Christmas tree ornament. I think I'll put the star right here, says Allison, hanging you on a branch. The end. That one is the fun one.
That's the dark ending, Scott.
Yeah.
It's like, you made it back in time for Christmas. You're just cursed forever to be trapped inside an ornament for the rest of your existence.
Yeah. So once a year, You come out for about a month or so, and then you go sit in a crate or box someplace.
All you can do is silently scream for your family to love you, and they can't.
They can't. Dark but goofy. It is goofy, but it's still.
Nothing says Merry Christmas more than being entrapped in a hellscape of a Christmas ornament.
Yes. All because of Wozniak's powder. All right. So, do we want to go back to the previous decision? I think that's what we did.
Oh, yeah.
In the past. Yeah, here's the picture of our sister hanging us on the tree.
Yeah, and we're screaming in abject terror the whole time. Just like,
yeah.
She's like,
nothing's happening.
I can't hear these silent screams. So we chose initially the matrix choice. I guess if we work our way backward, was to not take the powder.
Yeah. So that's page 18. Excuse me, 18.
Yep.
We decide on the sleeping spell.
Yeah.
So
page 22. I'll do that one.
Okay.
I think I'll go with the sleeping spell, you say, pointing to the giant rubber hammer behind the counter.
Mallet, yeah. Here you go.
He reaches into the folds of his green gown and pulls out a rubber mallet. A milky white stone, which is weird. It's tied to a silk cord. That's what it is. And then he just like swings it around and goes, what? And you're like, I'm so sleepy. So sleepy. Hold on.
I feel like you've traveled through time.
I'm concussed again. Twice concussed.
Yes.
You watch the stone, he tells you, swinging it back and forth in front of your eyes. At first, you feel a gentle tingle in the back of your head. And then Wozniak uppercuts you across the chin as hard as he can. The tingle travels down into your hands and feet. It spreads to your eyes, and soon you can't keep them open. You feel sleepier and sleepier. Finally, you feel nothing, which is the tagline for me and Lee in 2020. Finally,
you feel nothing. Yes.
Turn to page 31.
All right.
31. When you open your eyes, it's snowing. You look around. You're on the Kravitz front lawn, 3 blocks from your home. The whack. Something hits you right in the back of the head. Are we concussed? Does that count?
Oh, yeah, I think that counts as a concussion.
We're concussed.
Here we go. 2.
Whoop.
Oh, wait. What was that?
I got it.
There you go. Okay, you got it. All right.
You look down. It's a newspaper. Your hands shake as you open it and look at the date. Yippee! It's December 24th. You made it home in time for Christmas, after all. Look at that.
The end.
Yeah.
No, Scott. There's nothing wrong with an old man in his house hypnotizing a young boy.
Sleepy. You're getting so sleepy. What I like about this ending is that it does give us kind of a nice ending. Like, you don't want to add, because the 2 choices are terror and this, you know?
Yes.
It would have been good if it was Christmas Eve, but like a year later.
Oh.
That's what I've always thought. Like the one trade-off is you lost 1 year of time.
Sure. So kind of like the Last Starfighter where he shows up, or not Last Starfighter, Flight of the Navigator where he shows up, but it's 8 years later.
Yeah, you're back, but your family is older and they thought you were dead.
Yes, exactly.
So now I think we got to go further back to where we decided to leave immediately.
Instead of leaving immediately, we will stay. All right. But yeah, Wozniak's a little creepy, not going to lie.
He's got that creep factor up there. So here we go. If you decide it's okay to stay in the past for just a few hours, turn to page 15.
Page 15.
So that would be yours.
Here we go. Well, I suppose I could stay a little while, you say, eyeing the time machine nervously. Tell us about the future. What do you do in the future for fun? Asks Aubrey. I play games. I read. Sometimes I watch TV, you answer. What's TV? Chirps Aubrey. You don't know what you say before stopping suddenly. Of course they don't know what TV is. You tell yourself it hasn't been invented yet. TV is a thing you watch at home. Shows and stuff, you finally say. Like theater, Daniel asks, looking confused. Yes, only suddenly there's a light knock at the door. Daniel, Aubrey, are you in there? A woman's voice asks as the knob begins to turn. Quick, Aubrey whispers, opening a cupboard. In here. Turn to page 4. You duck inside the cupboard a split second before Daniel's mother comes into the room. The Christmas party is about to start, she says. It's time to come downstairs. But, Mother, Daniel protests, but it does no good. You hear everyone leave. Moments later, the room is empty and silent. So here's a choice, everybody. If you decide to go downstairs and pretend you're one of the guests in order to find Daniel and Aubrey, turn to page 14. If you decide to stay where you're at least for now, turn to page 16. So let us know in the chat. Do we go downstairs or do we just stay where we're at? Let us know in the chat.
So much of our choices in this story is, should I stay or should I go now?
Should I go now? Well, in this case, Eddie, normally we ditch people. We got ditched this time.
We got ditched. We haven't gotten betrayed yet. We've certainly been concussed. Like, we're the one getting all this. Is all karmic payback for how the way we've been. This is Todd coming back. Like, remember me from Dinosaur Island?
Yeah. He just pops out of the closet and runs towards you. He's all, tattered clothes and gaunt and dirty.
He's covered in scratches. He's like, I'll kill you.
Exactly. I like how even at the beginning of this story, I forgot to mention, they're like, hey, kids, take this ladder, this rickety wooden ladder, and lean it up against the tree and climb up to the top.
Okay.
Why not? Okay.
Do you kick the ladder from underneath Todd? Yeah.
Yes, we do. Poor Todd.
You just got Todd and Todd.
He's kind of he's the Kenny, like on South Park. He's the Kenny of the Choose Your Own Adventure.
He really is. I almost want to revisit Dinosaur Island. Maybe we do that in the coming next year. Return to Dinosaur Island.
The Todd edition.
The Todd, special Todd. Oh, the Todd cut. That's what we got to do.
Oh, yes. And so we'll have to get it so that only the pages we go to have Todd in it, or somehow we add Todd in magically.
Right. The Todd cut.
Yeah.
So we have a unanimous decision again on going to page 14.
14. Okay.
So I guess that's me.
We're going to go downstairs. I don't even know what we're dressed in. Do we have Shirley? Oh, we got wearing like a blazer.
We look very not 80s in this. Like, I'm like, we don't fit on. Nobody I knew was wearing like a little smart vest like that,
Yeah, it's like a blazer or something like that, and like a turtleneck maybe.
14. Daniel and Aubrey get stuck at this party for hours, you realize. Could get stuck. It's a risk, but you'd better try to find them. You quietly open the laboratory door. There's no one in sight. Noiselessly, or so you think, you slip up the hallway and peek around the corner. What do you think you're doing? Asks a voice from behind. You whirl around to face a girl in a long dress. Turn to page 20. I was just looking for Daniel, you gulp. I'm his sister, Enid, which is a terrible name, she replies, adding, I know where Daniel is, and I know the secret. What secret, you say nervously. Follow me, she says, heading down the hallway. I'll show you. If you decide to look at Enid's secret before finding Daniel and Aubrey, turn to page 6. If you promise to look at the secret after she's taken you to Daniel and Aubrey, turn to page 37. Do we look at the secret? Yes, that kid looks stoned, Scott.
Yeah. So, all right. If you spell Enid's name backwards, it spells dying, D-I-N-E. So let's call her dying.
Look, here's a close-up of Wozniak, too. He's like, hey.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I got some magic powder for you kids if you're feeling like
Oh
you're
my
lost.
gosh. It's the it harkens to the Different Strokes episode, the Bicycle Man.
Don't
Like,
do it. Don't
yikes.
do it.
Yeah.
It's not
Don't
worth a
go.
free bike.
Yes. That one will scar you for life if you watch that episode.
Gosh, when those sitcoms decided to really tackle like heavy hitting things, you're like, how they're a comedy show.
I know. I mean, they didn't mess around with that one. All right. Oh, we got to vote for look at a secret. So page 6. We'll give it maybe just another few seconds. Otherwise, we're going to go to page 6, and that will be me. So, all right. Yeah, look at our coat we're wearing. It's like, I guess we're wearing a suit jacket. I'm not sure.
They're really trying to be like, we're going to put him back in Victorian times, so we don't want to bother with the. We have unanimous decision. Page 6 it is.
6. Enid leads you downstairs and into some kind of living room. You hear violins playing, and you can also hear the party going on behind the large double doors. Well, Enid asks proudly as you look around the room. There's nothing there except a small Christmas tree with a large pile of presents under it. Page 10. Finally, you notice the tree has candles instead of lights. I get it, you say. Your secret was the candles on the Christmas tree, right? What? Enid exclaims. You've seen a Christmas tree before, but they're brand new. This is one of the first Christmas trees in. Before Enid can finish speaking, a side door bangs open. It's the butler who begins lighting the tree's candles. Turn to page 35. All right. You and Enid crouch behind the couch and watch. You notice that one candle is too close to the branch above. Fire, you shout, jumping up from your hiding place. The butler runs out in fright. Enid jumps up and down, screaming. Without another thought, you grab a large vase and throw the water
helping,
inside
Enid.
the tree. Yeah. Come on. It hits the fire with a hiss. Next, you knock down the tree and begin stomping on it. When you're sure the fire is out, you look up. The double doors have opened, and every single guest is staring at you.
And you're
no one makes a
guests.
sound.
You're like,
I got it.
Don't worry.
Finally, someone says, "You've saved our lives." With that, a cheer goes up. You are declared the guest of honor. Daniel's father shakes your hand. His mother kisses you, then they give you a small gold bugle in thanks. The rest of the night passes like a dream. To page 36. Merry Christmas, someone says. Wake up. Let's unwrap our presents. You shake your head and look around. You're back in your own time and in your own bed. Allison stands beside you. How did I get here? You cry, jumping up. You went to bed, dummy, Allison replies. But no, I was in England. It was 1842, you say. I thought you acted a little funny after you hit your head last night, Allison says, heading off. I'm going to open my presents. Wait for me, you cry, jumping out of bed. You step on something hard and look down. A small gold bugle lies gleaming up at you. The end. That one's a good one.
That was a good ending. That was a good one, guys.
Yes.
Good job.
Was it real? Was it a dream? I don't know.
Just imagine the whole thing.
Yes.
I always hated that. Did you guys in the chat and at home listening, did you ever, if you grew up in this time, maybe even whatever time, when you had to write an essay and then you wrote a thing and it was completely outlandish and you didn't know how to end it, so you're like, and it turned out it was all a dream.
Yes.
Did anyone bust? I busted out with that at least twice in my school time.
Oh yeah. Multiple times. That's always a easy out. But then you would do this, or was it?
Or was it? And then you thought you were all deep. You were like, oh, this is such a Hitchcocky and I'm such a master storyteller.
And then you find out, it's all over the place.
You're like, dang it, I'm not original at all. The cheap fake out ending, exactly.
Yeah, it is, but it's fun.
Hey, we're 7. Okay. We're 9.
Yes.
So we got to go back to our the first divergence we took was Enid. We decided to go immediately and look at her secret.
So the other one would be after she's taking you to Daniel and Aubrey, which would be page 37.
Okay.
Now, this book is only 48 pages long, so this doesn't take long.
No. We did the whole book one time, I think, in an hour.
Oh, yeah. So you might be thinking, you're going to go through the whole thing? It's not going to take too hard. Oh,
it won't take that long.
Wasn't that Newhart? He woke up in bed with his wife or something like that. And,
yeah, he's like, honey, I had a dream we owned an inn in New Hampshire.
Yes. And then it was his wife.
I heard St. Elsewhere did it really well, too. Like, it ended with an autistic kid holding a snow globe.
Snow globe. Yep. That was a good one. All right, let's see. Was it me or you? I think it's you.
What page is it? 37?
37.
Well, wait, I'll go look at your secret. Oh, we have to go to that one. Okay. I'll make you a deal, you tell Enid. Take me to see Daniel and Aubrey. Then I'll come back at your secret. Okay, she says glumly. Enid leads you downstairs into the ballroom, but there are so many people in the room she can't find the boys. All of a sudden, the violin stopped playing. A tall man standing in front of some doors claps his hand. That's my father, whispers Enid. I have a special surprise for all of you tonight, he booms to the crowd. It's something that very few people in England have ever seen before. Will you please all welcome our little German import, the Christmas tree? He nods to some servants who open the door, but instead of a tree, there's a huge blaze. Aha! We've got to the tree in time last time to stop the fire.
This time we didn't.
It's just burning, baby.
Burn, baby, burn.
He nods to some servants, but instead of a tree, there's a huge blaze. The candles used to decorate the tree have started a fire. And that sucker is on fire on page 39. Turn to page 43. They all running, by the way. Fire! Scream 50 voices at once. Everyone turns instantly and runs toward the front door. Help, cries Enid as she's knocked to the floor. But there's nothing you can do. The crowd carries you along. You are almost out of the front door when someone elbows you aside. Your head hits the wall. Oh. And you're knocked out. You're knocked out, dude. Oh.
Again.
That is so good. Put it up there.
The concussion.
I got it.
You got it. Okay, you got it. All right.
Dude,
3 concussions.
We have 3. Turn to page 48. My God. You wake up in the hospital, and it's a Victorian hospital, so they drill holes in your skull to let the demons out.
Yes.
Your parents are sitting at Mr. BRSG's concussion again. Yeah, we're just getting knocked
I'm telling you.
We did not know in the 80s what was happening. Your parents are sitting on either side of your bed. Their eyes are puffy and red from crying because they thought you died on Christmas. Mom, Dad, what's wrong? You cry. Nothing, your mother says, smiling through her tears. Now that you're awake, what day is it, you ask? December 26th, your dad replies. I missed it? I missed Christmas? He says. Don't be silly, your mother answers. We saved it for you. Santa's orders. And you're like, who's Santa? You've been amnesified. You don't even know who Santa is anymore. The end.
The end. Oh, man. Yep. So ending number 4.
So now, if we go back in the arc, we did both of Enid's breaks.
Yes.
I think we wait, right? Like, we went out and looked for them originally. Now we would just wait.
So you're right. Time travel is by concussion. That's how we.
It's always concussion, dude. Just knock yourself out, Wizzo the Wizard. That's funny.
I love it. Yeah, here's the picture of us getting trampled by the adult.
Just getting lit up by Victorian era people who are like every Victorian for themselves.
Yes, just getting mowed over.
He's getting mowed down by like hard leather shoes.
And then dresses and like, high-heeled shoes and
Like, look
I mean,
at us.
we're catching
ahead.
some knees. Even the woman's like, "Get out of my way, kid."
That's what I said. We're catching some Christmas knees here. Just out. Which, by the way, that's our new our hashtag tonight: Christmas knees.
Christmas knees. Man, I kind of forgot that. We really got mauled. We're like holding our hands up, trying to cover our head, and we're still getting like
to shield our tiny frame from just dying.
Scott,
Scott's
kids
brutal.
first. Yep,
that's funny. It's true though. It's true.
It is.
Fun fact: in Victorian times, they would use children to put out fires. They would just throw kids at them.
There's like throw kids on it. We don't have any water. That's okay. We got a couple kids.
We got a couple of orphanages. Just go.
Just go. Come on.
Fun fact. Just catching some Christmas knees. Oh man.
Oh,
so now we go back.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is page 16. Daniel and Aubrey will probably be back soon, you tell yourself.
16? Okay.
Yep.
Daniel. Okay. We go to page 46.
Yep.
All right. Okay, what's wrong? Okay, and then back to 27.
We never read 46, did we?
Yeah, there wasn't a decision on 46, though.
Oh, but we don't know what's going on. Did you read it?
Oh, on 46? Let me... Sobs and looks,
Yeah, we meet a whole new girl here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay, all right. So 46. What's wrong, you ask? Not thinking to hide, she sniffles and sobs and looks up. Who are you? I'm a friend of Daniel's, you answer, from out of town. I'm so alone, cries the girl, bursting into tears again. Alone? Where are your parents, you ask? They've disappeared, she sobs, off the coast of Africa. People are saying that their ship went under. Turn to page 27. All right.
Like, I'm getting roped into some drama.
That's right. The only question you can think to ask is whether a plane search has been tried yet. That's the kind of question that won't be much help in 1842. Look at it this way, you begin, but you interrupt by a boing, tweet, zap, choot, choot. The time machine is going berserk. Lights flash off and on. A pale blue gas starts to stream out of the top. What should we do? The young girl cries. Turn to page 32. You push the flashing yellow button. There's a burst of white light. The next thing you know, you're hurtling through space alongside the young girl. You've been caught in the time machine. Just ahead, you see an old-fashioned sailing ship floating in midair. A man and a woman are standing on the deck waving. My parents, the young girl cries. You turn your head just in time to see her sail into their arms. You keep going until a few seconds later. Then it feels as if you hit a wall.
Oh.
Turn to page 44. We might have another concussion. Yes. Hey, wake up. It's me, Allison.
Yes, we got knocked out again.
We got cast again. You blink and look around. You're back on your living room floor, right where you fell. What day is it? You cry. Christmas Eve, darling. You took quite a fall, replies your mother. Is everything all right? You look around at the chairs and the couch and the tree twinkling overhead. Then you notice the silver angel you put on top of the tree. Yes, Mom, you say with a smile. Everything is fine. The end.
Dude, we had a wicked, weird time travel in a flying boat.
Boat, yeah. I don't know where that one came. I remember that one was just out of the blue, and it was very short, but it was to the point. There was no messing around. I mean, he was able to capture a story in like 2 pages.
Oh, dude, they really like get you to the action. And to Scott's point, this kid's brain is mush by now.
Yes,
he's been beaten up.
Just
up
keep hitting him.
Oh
man!
All right, and let me see here, dude. Did we just burn through all the endings?
I think we're darn close. Let's double check here.
I think we just read through all the endings.
decide to stay. I know it only takes about an hour, and we're right up to almost an hour, so I'm not shocked that we're about there. Let's see, down to pretend to stay where you are.
By the way, in that illustration, there's a star on top of the tree, not an angel. And I just realized that was a meta moment where we were probably the ornament and ourselves at the same time.
Yes, you're probably right.
Because in this picture,
the first page,
there's an angel right there.
Yes.
And then when you go to the page where we were like in that flying ship and we fell down.
There's a star.
Wozniak study, Enid's secret, sleeping spell, magic powders. The story's insane.
It is. It's really good, actually.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah, look, we're laying on the ground. Look at the top. There's a star there, not an angel. There. I put forward in the Choose Your Own Adventure time continuum. This is an actual interrupted, like a joining loop where that like story and that story,
they meet. The multiverses converge.
Exactly. His brain is so concussed that both timelines.
Merry Christmas. You get another concussion.
Merry Christmas. You have split personality disorder.
Yeah, I think we may have gotten them all.
I love the classic getting just trampled by Victorian era people, getting just lit up.
Okay, here's an idea for you, Eddie. This needs to be your Christmas card for next year, and you can just like put your face over the kid's face.
Just reenact it. Have my family all running out of the house, and then have me just getting lit up.
Yes, there you go.
That would be hilarious. I have to.
Yes, that's your Christmas card next year.
He's just getting eaten alive. Dude, there are, and it's Christmas not even trees. It's not even like young adults. One guy's got like the Friar Tuck haircut. He's like, he knows enough. He's old enough to know you shouldn't trample on children. But it's like, no, bud. This is what we think of kids in the.
Yes, you need to reenact this for next year for your Christmas card.
That'll be our family Christmas card.
Christmas tree knees. Let's double check here, though, but I think we may have gotten them all.
I wake up in the hospital. They've disappeared. My parents are gone. There we are in the hospital. Our parents are like, we thought you were dead. I think we got all the endings there, dude.
Yeah, there aren't too many endings. I know that. And it's only
Is that 4 or 5 endings? Scott was keeping track up there.
I think it was 4.
I think it's 5 total. 5 endings. 4 of them are concussions.
Oh my gosh. 4 out of 5 concussions say.
Scott's saying there's only 4 endings total.
And they're all concussions.
Well, let me think though, because even with Wozniak, there's 2. Right?
Well,
and then we had the bugle. Woke up in the hospital. Yeah, there's 5 because there's the hospital, the bugle, 2 Wozniaks, and then the last one where we smashed through a wall.
Well, you're right, Scott. No deaths, but I don't know. Being turned into an ornament has got to be darn close.
I would say having your living soul trapped in an ornament was probably. It's just like there's a Metallica song out there somewhere like that, right? Like where it's just like,
oh, I'm sure.
Inside of an ornament.
There should be.
Oh, Christmas, save me.
Yes. We can have AI create a Christmas ornament Metallica song or something.
About being trapped inside an ornament.
2, 3.
Instead of calling it creeping death, it'll be Christmas ornament death.
Yeah, there is 5. Yeah, you wake up in the hospital. Okay, yep, that's it. All right.
5 endings, 4 of which have us getting concussed.
Yes.
That's next level.
Awesome.
That's when you know the 80s are coming in strong. Like, we're going to beat this kid's head up so bad.
But you're right, Eddie. This is the 4th time, and I don't know that we talked about, like, you caught this about the Christmas tree has a star instead of an angel this time.
This is the first time I've noticed. In every other ending, they go on about the angel, but in this one, there's a star. I'm betting you our timelines cross there, where we're both in that, laying on the ground and trapped forever in an ornament at the same time.
And in the ornament. So your ornament is seeing yourself fall down.
Yeah, your ornament's having a complete existential meltdown right now.
Yes.
Is this real life? What's happening? Well, I think it's only
our blazer.
In our blazer. I think Macho Man has something to say about these endings. I think he's pretty excited about 4 concussions.
He is.
Oh yeah.
He loves them. He's like, you think 4 concussions this is like the 12 Days of Christmas. 2 knees a catching. We should write the next year.
The Uchoose 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah, the Uchoose. Oh, carnivorous. Yeah, you got here a little late. No, we just got done reading.
Oh,
but you got to rewind. You got to rewind it. You can rewind them.
I'll try to get this posted ASAP. So maybe I'll try to get it up tomorrow so that you can listen to it.
Yeah, if we can, that'd be great.
Yeah,
we should go next year for real. We should take some time, record the 12 days of Uchoose Christmas, and just literally have taken everything in this one book out there. 1 star of screaming.
Well, we can just use some of the themes from all the, we got to have a Todd, 3 Todds of dancing,
3 lumps of Todd,
4 concussions.
Exactly. 3 backstabs, 2 Christmas knees, 2 Christmas, and a screaming star on top of our tree.
Yes.
We already got a halfway written. Look at us go.
Yeah, we already got like 3, 4 of them already. 1 stoned kid.
1 stoned kid. Yeah, we got to have 5 lumps of Todd, though.
5 lumps of Todd. We got to have a crevasse. We got to have.
Yeah. We'll get there.
Somebody.
Crevasses,
8 friends of ditching. 7 chimpanzees and
9 pocket knives.
A Wozniak, a creepy old man. Because again, that's a theme. You always have the kid hanging out with the creepy guy across the street that's a scientist, and it's just all the time.
Absolutely. This checks all the 80s boxes, and it's just like
it does.
No one gets betrayed. We didn't betray anybody.
No, the only little bit that happened was that we got ditched, but that was about it.
Ditched a lot.
Pretty minor though.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that is the 4th time we've gone through this book. So you can go to uchoospodcast.com. That's the letter U, choosepodcast.com, and listen to the old ones if you want to, plus all of the other episodes. Find out about Todd and Dinosaur Island. Find out about the chimpanzees and our House of Danger episode that we went through the game twice. So check that out. And Christmas knees, #Christmas knees. So make sure you share this with your friends. If you know somebody that likes these old 80s books, let them know and send them our way. We would much appreciate it. And Merry Christmas to everybody who's in the chat live. And Merry Christmas to everybody listening later. And until next time, you choose the adventure. Thanks, everybody.
Happy holidays, everybody. Take care. We'll see you next year.
Yes.